Hello everybody, welcome along. It's finally the day we're going to do the flip through of my new book, Worlds of Wonder, and I am so excited to share with you all of these pages. So Worlds of Wonder is my new colouring book and it is out on the 30th of March in the US and Canada and the 1st of April here in the UK. And for ages we've been waiting to do this flip through. I have to be so careful with how I say that. And now today is finally the day. Let me just refresh my laptop. Hi Jane and Mel and Sue. Oh, Mel and Sue. If you're in the UK, you know why that's funny. Anyway, we're here. Today we're going to do it. So this book, oh my word, has, like, all my books are a labour of love, and I just think I pour everything into them. This book, oh my days. This book was made almost entirely during lockdown in snatches of time between the home learning / homeschooling, the baking of banana bread, the avoiding the internet, going on long walks, cleaning, gardening, all those things that we did last year just to get through what has been the craziest year of life ever. And this book was part of my self-care. So I just feel it's like come 360 that now I can share it with you. And I hope it becomes part of your self-care routine as well. And that you find things in it that can ease anxiety and create a little bit of calm. Because that's what drawing the pictures did for me. So all the pictures take you on an adventure. In a year where we've gone nowhere, it's finally time to go somewhere. That's what I keep thinking. So this book will take you on an inky adventure. There are loads of wondrous realms, imagined inkscapes, new kind of inkscapes as well. So for the first time, I did some architecture. There's a few cities in there, not just flowers, but there are some botanical elements because obviously I love them. There isn't a single interior, not one room, because I just felt when I was drawing it, you know, I've been inside walls for enough of this year, so there's not a single indoor space. It's all wide open vistas ready to be brought to life in your colours. Oh, I can't wait, I'm so excited. Right, I see the numbers going up on who's watching. Hi. We'll do it. So I'm going to show you both the UK and the US cover side by side. I'm going to do a post later today about why there is two covers because people keep asking. But basically, if you're here, you probably know because it's the US and the UK. Right, let's do this, folks. I'm so excited. Okay. So here we have, can't zoom out any further. This is the US edition. The way that you know the difference is, look, big purple circle and colouring, COLORING. If you're ever in doubt which is which, if you see the images online, look for how colouring is spelled and that will tell you. And here is the UK cover. So now you can see them side by side. You've probably seen the UK cover in a few different photos that we've done, like different spelling, slightly different colour on the jacket, same artwork, different use of foil as well on this one. Both of them have purple and silver foil, and the purple foil is like a really rich Cadbury's foil if you're in the UK. One other thing to mention, in the US, Penguin, the publishers, always hides a little penguin on the cover. Can you see it? I don't know if I should point it out. I will. So that's a little treasure hunt for you. Spot penguin. Right, shall we do this? Let me move my other laptop out the way. Make sure we're seeing all the comments. Emily says, ha, in the castle. Sure is. Emperor penguin. Okay, so no dust jacket on either the UK or the US edition. Inside the books are the same. We have this nice big pattern for you to colour. These little vignettes, a few wee things down here. I love that if you so desired, you could potentially cut this, remove the flap, and you would have a really beautiful like bookmark or something. You don't have to, obviously. A title page. Nice little welcome. Here is your This Book Belongs To crest. And then we are into the introduction. Well, I read it. Well, it says, Introduction. To you, the person holding this book. Firstly, I must share something with you. This isn't just a book. Rather, it is a magical portal to many wondrous worlds. I know it looks like an ordinary colouring book, but what you hold in your hands is actually a doorway to adventure and travel beyond your wildest imaginings. Until recently, these magical books were kept hidden away by the secret society of curious colourists. But in recent months, copies have found their way to new adventure seekers, including you. Now you must choose. Do you put this book down and decline its invitation to adventure, or do you turn the page and explore enchanted villages, floating islands, and treetop castles? Of course, we both know the answer. The book already chose you. It knows you are a curious and creative adventure seeker. So, shall we begin? Hold tight, and here we go. Much love, Johanna. So as you can see, I'd spent the summer deep in the realms of imagination and have invented the Secret Society of Curious Colourists. And I just love the idea that these books are magical portals to all these different worlds. And that's what this book's going to do to you. So, a guide to exploring worlds of wonder. Take colouring pencils on your adventure. They can be blended and layered to create many wondrous effects. If you are tempted by ink, be cautious, bold explorer. Use the coloured palette test pages at the back of the book to check if your ink will bleed through the paper. Slip a sheet or two of blank paper beneath the page you are working on to prevent indentation or transfer of ink to the pages below. Going outside the lines, adding your own embellishments and wandering off the page are all heartily encouraged. Don't remain in a world if your curiosity is calling you elsewhere. Turn the page and begin a new adventure. You can return to worlds anytime you wish. Share your worlds with like-minded adventurers, show friends, upload to my colouring gallery, or share on social media. Then with the hashtag Worlds of Wonder. Now, little note about this bit, not quite ready on here yet, but the adventure continues. To unlock hidden pages and join the Secret Society of Curious Colourists, visit, and then there's a link. You can go there, but there's nothing there yet. I'm still working on it. So here we go. Here's the art. Here are some floating islands. I love these. These were inspired by, we went to Disney World a while ago. And if anyone's been, you'll know what's inspired that. We have a little village on top of some blooms. A little elephant attached, and on his blanket, look, his blanket is attached to this big bunch of balloons and he's floating away. A little magpie or curious bird with a key. Here's our first village scene. Cannot wait to see how you colour these. Some nice peacocks. I can't zoom out any further, I'm afraid, folks. I realise it's a little bit cropped, but hopefully enough for you to see the artwork. Now, I deliberately left this bit of the circle quite blank because I thought that's the perfect space for adding like a cloud effect, some glitter gel pens, some super mega galaxy blended effect. Just sometimes I know you need a bit of space to do those things. Here's a little floral motif. Now we've seen this page because you've seen me colouring it. It's our little curious buildings in our bottles. Now this page you already had a sneak peek at when we released Flourish, the free colouring book. So many of you have already had a little chance to try and colour this one in. Here is our steampunk robo shark and an entire village on the back of a ship. I think we've seen this page as well. This is our delectable sweet treats. Everyone's feeling hungry. Love this page. Here is a little village scene. Lots of different shops, a little tea shop, a florist, a cake shop. Can't remember what these ones were. apothecary, I thought that one would be, and then a big bit of sky up here, so you could add whatever you fancied, whether that's clouds, maybe some leaves hanging down. I just know many of you have used the book How to Draw Inky Wonderlands and have a good feeling for doing some drawings, so I thought you would like that space up there. I love this page. This is one of my favourites. We've got 1,100 people watching live. We don't usually get that many on a live. Hi, everyone. Here's our fruit and veg page. Can you see all your favourites? I did this because I felt we had to counterbalance all the sweet treats. Here is our lemon grove page. This was inspired by, if you saw the other day, I shared a photograph of a lemon cake that I baked using my Gran's original recipe. And as you know, my Gran was a huge influence on my work, and I thought she would like an entire page of lemons so she could bake that delicious cake. You've probably seen this as a sneak peek before. Here we have a lovely little cottage, ready for you to bring to life in colour or to move in. I thought this would be an ideal lockdown pad. Here's an underwater scene. Nice little wigwam. Everyone needs a wigwam with some lanterns. So you can either do the background all dark and have the lanterns glowing, or just have these in really bright colours, possibly a little bit of glitter gel pen. This picture is inspired by a gumball machine. I love the idea that there could be a secret little door that you could go inside, and then there'd be a wondrous garden inside there. Can you see that at the top there? Oh, here's our bed tied to a star, whisking us away for sweet dreams. And then I think I'd been watching, what's the TV programme? It's based on a novel. Somebody will remember. Anyway, His Dark Materials, thank you. This is based on that. Is it Lee Scorsese that has the balloon with the little rabbit? Here we have a little propeller plane going on a fantastical journey with all the magic stuff coming out from behind it. We'll remember our 4 little birds from the Flourish book. Here we have tiny little houses growing on the stems of wildflowers. It's quite Thumbelina, that, isn't it? I love this floating island. I love the fact that there's doorways and windows below, and then a little sort of castle bit above, and some flying fish, and a little giraffe nibbling away. Evie requested this, some flamingos with palaces that Princess Jasmine might live in, was the specific request, so there you go. Again, nice big spaces here, so you can either leave that blank or go to town with the blending, completely up to you. We have a wee owl. Loved her flower crown. I was really keen to try and get that in. And here we have one of our villages within a tree. So magical. Everyone remembers this. That's our little Flourish fairy house. And then there was a page like this in Flourish. I've tweaked it a little bit, so it's not quite the same, so you'll probably notice some differences. Here we have another underwater city with these big fat fish above it. And then this one, there's above and below. You'd pick which you like. I've coloured this live actually, so you've seen this page before. Here is a super busy double page spread. Loads going on here. This was inspired by that picture that I did, the big picture last year. So much going on. I like this little cave, I think, the best. So there's this cave underneath the main castle that has a secret little dock where a boat can come in and pick up supplies, and there's little bottles hidden in holes in the wall, and a wee key, magical potions, gems underground. if you like details, you're going to love that page. Here we have a nice floral page. This one was inspired by like a very formal walled garden. There's a few wee moths in there. And then this is kind of the same. I love the idea of those really formal gardens you see in fancy country houses, castles. And talking of which, there would probably be some swans in the grounds, just sort of waddling around. And this I love, nighttime moth. I'm not sure what kind of moth, I just made that up. But I imagine you would do some really beautiful things with some glitter gel pens. A nice strawberry-based picture. I must have drawn this in strawberry season. And here's the cat. Remember, like a previous iteration of this cat, who is based on my lovely editor Meg. She has, she had a cat called Riggs, and now she has a cat called Lucky. And they're boys. She definitely looks like a lady cat, but she looked a bit smug in an earlier iteration. So she has had her pose change somewhat, her expression, that's what I was looking for. Here's our goldfish towing a bottle with the 3 little toadstools in it. I've coloured this live before as well. More sweet treats, delicious. I think this was at the point in lockdown where no takeaways, no shops selling anything but necessities was open. And we were all just staring at food programmes and pictures on Pinterest a lot. Here we have another little village perched atop some blooms and flowers. Now this picture, I was going to draw something inside it, and then I decided to leave it blank because I felt you could either do a really cool blended effect or just leave it simple, nothing in there, or add your own drawing or add a quote. This would be so lovely. We can do hard things, or, you know, that kind of thing. This too shall pass. Or maybe something just more optimistic, like smile. Here we have a series of little houses, and of course Evie's picture that she asked me to draw. Maybe you saw that post that I did the other day. She left a picture on my desk of a house attached to a big bunch of balloons and just a note saying, "Mum, draw this." So I did. Here we have another, I think we'd watched Aladdin. It's sort of a circus tent perched on the back of a camel. More of these sort of Aladdin-inspired images with stars and foliage. Nice little house and forests on the top of a double-decker bus that seems to be overgrown with enchanted botanicals. No idea where it's going or where it's been, but you would definitely need a ticket. So here are some tickets for you to colour in. I presume each one takes you to a different destination. This one must take you to the forest. This one must take you to the beach. This one must take you to the elephant jungle. Who knows? Here, oh, sorry folks. Here is a big old spread of fantastical mushrooms and toadstools with lots of lanterns and different things for you to make magical. Tent here. Again, I love these little doors, and I thought you have little windows because there's obviously stepping stones going up into here, and then there must be a whole other dwelling underground. Here's our treetop castle. You can go in here, climb up the staircase within the trunk, get into the castle. Got another underwater scene. Here's the water line up here. Here's all the magical stuff happening below the water line. And another one of our little islands with a wee, is that a lighthouse? I'm not sure, but look, so the boat sort of docks in here in this cave, and then there's stepping stones all the way up. Here's a wee halfway house. Keep going up, 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 and you make your way all the way up there. Oh, and a swing, obviously, off a cliff. Very dangerous, but I'm sure it's fun. Here we have a little boat on a boat on a bowl on a tree stump. Deep in lockdown, I would say, in this picture. Possibly the day I was trying to explain a rhombus to Evie. We have some more little stilted houses, loads of stuff going on there. these are, well, intended to be little fairy lights. And then our last picture, I think this was in Flourish as well, but just a really sweet little pattern with butterflies, stars, rainbows and flowers, because it just sums up this year, doesn't it? This is our little joy picture, a nice little pattern to get yourself lost in. Then we have, as ever, a colour palette test page for testing out your pencils and pens and ink. Flap with the extra information, and the back cover. So this is the same as the front. And then right on the very back, it's a duplicate of the front without any foil. And that, my friends, is the new book. Did somebody say who was the person flipping the pages? Me. You know when you just look up and see an odd comment? It's me. It is me. So there you go, folks. So excited. I hope you like it. This book, yeah. What a year to be making a book. I cannot wait for you to see it. I'm so glad that in a way it was created the way that we did, and at the time I was doing almost daily Facebook Lives and keeping in contact with you guys, and it's so nice that you've seen this book all the way through the creation. Like, some of you will have been watching me make this for almost a year, and now it's finally going to be available, and you know, like the whole process can become complete, because to me the books are a collaboration. And it's never properly finished until I see the pictures coloured. And I just love seeing how you colour all the pages, and you surprise me and inspire me, and it's the biggest honour when I see you uploading your work. So thank you. Joe says, I noticed it's smaller. No, same size, I'm afraid. Not I'm afraid, just is. Everything is the same as normal. We've used the same papers, the same bindings, it's the same inks, all those good things. Just head on over to my website. I've popped the link in the title for this video, I think, and you can pre-order your copy now. People have been asking why pre-order. It's just in case you can't get to the shops, or if your nearest retailer runs out. And given everything that's happened in the last year, I don't know what's going on in the world, so it might be a good idea this year more than ever to secure your place on this inky adventure. Barbara says, I'm going to buy 2 books, one for my son and one for me. Excellent idea, Barbara. I'm a big fan of collaboration and sharing, but I know what you mean. I would struggle to share a colouring book with one of my children. Thank you so much. Brenda says, no other colouring books compared to yours. Thank you. I'm so delighted. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Right. If you have been inspired by anything that we have done here in the last year, if you've found a little nugget of calm, or something that's made you want to pick up a pencil and put down your phone, or if you've been going through a particularly tough time, let's face it, who hasn't, and the things that we've done here in this space, in my books, in the downloads, in Inky Art School, in the COVID coupons, which I couldn't think of a better name for, in any of those things, please, please, please tell your nearest and dearest, tell your friends, your sisters, your aunts, your uncles, your co-workers, the other mums at school about my new book. I would be delighted if we could get this book to sell really well, because I feel like it's our book. I just want to see as many people get it as possible, and to flood the internet with your beautiful colouring. So please help me spread the word. I can't believe it's finally going to happen. It's finally going to be out in the world. It does feel very different. Pippa says it feels very different. Thank you. Oh, Martha says, colouring and spending time with you has saved me during all of this. Thank you. Thank you. That's really kind. I really, really do appreciate that, lovely. All your lovely messages. Okay, and now I have to head over to Instagram and basically do the same thing again, but vertically. So if this hasn't been enough for you and you want to see more of the book, or just the book again, head on over there. I'm not really sure how I'm going to do it vertically. We'll give it a shot. It might be a little bit wobblier. Somebody's asking about the Norwegian edition. I don't know. I think I shared a picture of the cover in Norwegian 2 days ago. My editor just sent it through and went, are you okay with this title and how the artwork's looking? Like, yeah, didn't even know we were going to Norway, but yeah, so exciting. Right, have a lovely day, people. I'm so excited that so many of you have tuned in live to see that. I have to do my lecture later today. Getting hot just thinking about it. So if you're going to join me for that, I'll see you later. Yeah, and I'll tell you more stories. Okay, thank you so much, everyone. Oh, just seeing all your lovely comments. I'm going to have to try and go back through and read them all. Take care, have fun, go make sure you pre-order your book, and then tell a friend or someone that you love that needs a wee bit of calm and joy and happy in their life, because I think they'll like it too. All right, thank you so much. Take care. Bye-bye.